How we doing? Can you guys see the full screen? Can you see the full slides? Yeah, chat box, here you are, chat. Yay! I want to bang this out in 60 minutes and then have an opportunity for Q&As with you guys. So I've got my little chat in the corner. Oh my God, feeling so good for someone who's about to sneeze everywhere. Welcome to my website, Makeover Masterclass. Now, the reason why I asked about your business crush is because if your business crush landed on your website today, what would they think? What would they think, and how would that make you feel? So your website is where your first impression is made. When people land on your website, you have, the data is like 8 seconds and 5 seconds and 0.3 seconds, but you have seconds to make an impression. So I kind of like to think about it, not so much about like, are you okay with your website? Is your website all right? It's more about your online presence and what it kind of means to you. And this is a really great way to kind of flip how you're perceiving your website in the grand scheme of your business and where you want to take your business. So your business crush lands on your website. What do they think? If you make a killer first impression, it will tip the scales in your favor. So if you're thinking about your ideal clients making that killer first impression, that's when you're selling. If you, if you make a really crummy first impression, a really crappy first impression, it's going to tip the scales against you. And when people's scales are tipped against you, it's really hard to come back from that. It's really hard to sell something. So they're always going to be putting you through that negative first impression, and they're not likely to go to buy from you. So truly, you've only got one shot at making a first impression that actually makes sales. And that's why I feel like there's a lot of chatter at the moment about websites not really being that important, that you can have a funnel and make sales. But I know you guys aren't just here trying to like fling weird African herbs for erectile dysfunction. Like, you're not trying to just like sell as many pills as possible. You guys are aligned to your businesses. You want to do good. You want to serve. You want to change the world in your weird, wonderful, unique ways, like me and my comedy and screenwriting. So your website is insanely important for you to be able to make that impression that isn't just going to get you the sale, but is going to elevate you to where you want to be in your business. So the whole point of this session is for you to be able to look at what I've done with my clients, and for you to be able to learn from it so you can make the same tweaks to your own copy to take it from yawn or like embarrassed to like sales frenzy and proud. And to take your copy from boring and broke to sell anything while still sounding like you. Even if you've been putting your website off for months, you could still get it done today. And I'm also going to suggest my best resources at the end of the masterclass. So you guys, I'm pretty sure we've met. I'm pretty sure we've met at some point. If not, that's my face. This is my face. Liz is everywhere. I'm Elizabeth McKenzie. My company is called The Copy Word. I've been a professional copywriter for over 5 years, and I've been in marketing for over a decade. And when I looked at that recently, wow, that kind of blew my freaking mind. I pretty much make money from writing words and sharing them all over the internet. And I also have a degree in marketing, media communications, speech pathology, and a mini MBA in marketing. So when I say communication is my jam, I mean it. So how is this going to go today? Guys, I'm going to walk you through 3 cases. I've got a homepage, an about page, and a sales page. So what I'm going to do is show you the before page and the after, and I'm going to show you the before with the problems and the after with the fixes. So you'll be able to actually see what I've done and see the transformation. And I then actually give you the explanation of why this transformation happened and how you can do it for yourself. At the end of each section, I'm going to give you an opportunity for your own little nip and tuck, for your own little makeover. It's just a prompt. It's a question to kind of get you thinking about what you can do. And I will show you how I can help you with some great resources, including working with me, because I have a freaking brand new offer that I'm telling you guys about today, which totally goes along the lines of your own makeover. Okay. I welcome you to the homepage makeover, you guys. Let me just see how we're doing. No chatskis, everyone's sweet, no issues. Let's freaking go. Okay, so welcome to Heal You. Heal You is one of my clients. She is run by Amber. She is setting up a wellness center. And so this was her homepage. So we have a headline here, helping women find hope and healing. And then underneath it, she has integrated wellness. Heal You is the Tri-Cities area premium integrative wellness center. We feature world-class practitioners, state-of-the-art equipment, taking an integrated approach. Okay. I love Amber. She's amazing and we're cool. So I can do that. Okay. So immediately, looking at this homepage, the things that stand out as a professional copywriter is the headline is an issue. The description is an issue. And also, more than anything that really kind of stuck out to me, because I know Amber, I've had a lot of calls with her, we've worked a lot, is that this is totally, totally not true to her, the uniqueness of her business and her message. So, specifically, she was using her headline to summarize instead of entice. So here's the thing with headlines, guys. Headlines are prime real estate, okay? They're the first thing that anyone reads. So they not only set the tone for what they're going to be reading, but what their only job is to get someone interested and hook their attention enough to continue reading to the next line and the next line and the next line. So when you summarize in a headline, you pretty much save someone the need to read the rest of your website. And when you do that, you encourage skim readers. And when you encourage skim readers and skipping and turning brains on autopilot, you can't sell. You don't have their attention, so you cannot sell. So you need to be enticing people, planting little seeds of intrigue and surprise to really get people to pay attention with your headline. The other thing that I noticed on her page was that she was very process focused instead of outcome focused. So the process is in health and healing. So when I had this conversation with Amber, I was like, hey, so what do people want? Like, do they want healing and hope? And she's like, no, they just want a body that works. And we're like, oh, okay, right. So the hope and the healing is the process that gets your clients the outcome that they actually want. So we kind of need to have a think about the process versus the outcome. Also, it was quite vague in terms, when we came to the description, it was quite vague. So world-class, state-of-the-art, integrative approach, nothing was really grounded in, I guess, the language that their clients would use. And just not true to the uniqueness of the business and the message. So when I spoke to Amber, she really wanted this healing space to feel like you're treating yourself, to feel indulgent, to feel decadent even, to make healing an enjoyable, beautiful, spa-like experience instead of it being very like white coat serious, which is what her ideal clients are seeing a lot of in their, as they are trying to heal. So I did a bit of a typey, bit of a makeover, and now I want to present you with the new copy. Da, 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 da. Eat, sleep, digest, repeat. A body that does what it's supposed to. I'm in love with that headline. Thank you very much. Immediately I can feel and hear Amber's personality come through. after talking to her, I just kind of really know that. And then, you know, the next section is relax your way to good health, which is a real huge part of her message. And, you know, we kind of kept the idea of, you know, world-class practitioners, state-of-the-art services, but really came in with healing. The best way to heal your body is to treat yourself, which was a huge message for her. That's so good. Thank you so much, Rochelle. I love it too. So let me talk you through the page fixes and kind of what was going through my head as I was fixing it. So obviously the headline, we weren't really outcome focused. So again, when I had that conversation with Amber, it was like, so what do they actually want? They want a body that works. They want a body that digests. They want a body that does what it's supposed to. They want to be able to eat and then like not have diarrhea, like all of the things. So, I mean, and guys, full disclosure, that was not my first, you know, option. I went through lots of different options, and that's when I came across the eat, sleep, rave, repeat kind of mantra and turned it into something for her younger women who are going through this these conditions. There's also, and I want to address that with the eat, sleep, rave, repeat, but eat, sleep, digest, repeat. What is happening there is called an unexpected language collision. And what that does is snap the brain out of autopilot. And when you do that, you pretty much hook them in, you reel them in with their attention, and they're reading the whole entire thing. So the best way for you to do a bit of a language collision is so you can take like a saying and switch out one word to mesh it up. So as I just showed you, eat, sleep, usually it's rave, repeat, but we're going eat, sleep, digest, repeat. And that is the unexpected language collision that makes our brains kind of snap up and pay attention. And also I started planting the word you in there instead of I. So I noticed in a lot of copy, people are using the I word so much. They're really making it about themselves, but we really want to bridge the gap between the provider, the service provider or the healing center and their clients and put them on the same team. So if you can see, I kind of put you in there only like twice, but relax your way and also your health. You heal your body and your health. So all of a sudden we're really being inclusive to the reader and making them making about them really. The other kind of section bit that we did was focus on the ideal client. Again, the client is super stressed out about their health. Everything's so serious. So we're showing there is another way to healing. There is also rich imagery with the use of the spa to really help bring the emotional response. So if you think of a spa day, I mean, I'm like relaxed instantly. I'm like on that massage bed, like, ah. So if we can bring that imagery into like a client who's going through this stressful healing experience, we can give them the hope, right? So yes, Heal You is about healing and hope. By talking about it being a spa-like experience, we actually bring that hope into their body by them imagining that they're in the spa. So like that rich imagery really helps bring the emotional response. And finally, we're honoring the message and philosophy of Heal You. So literally like a headline, no, two headlines really, and like one tiny paragraph has transformed that entire homepage into something that is just so much more aligned to the business and aligned to the audience. So you guys, it is your turn. I want you to have a think now real quick, 2 minutes. What's your philosophy when it comes to selling your services? And, you know, so obviously for Heal You, it was about it being treat yourself, decadent, indulge in the healing journey, enjoy it. What's your philosophy when it comes to your business and how you show up? And guys, go nuts in the chat box. I got the chat box open. Let's go nuts. Give it to me. Give it to me, baby. Oh, girly, say I'm pretty fly for a what gay? I don't know. Don't ask. Guys, who's brave enough to share? Rochelle, come on. Carrie's driving, I believe. She was driving from the hairdressers. Katie, gimme. Oh, okay. Vicky says she hasn't given it that much thought, really. Well, I want you to write this question down somewhere, and I want you to promise me that you are going to have a think about it after this masterclass. A really important element in making over your website, writing words that sell, is your personality. Okay, because truly people buy people. They buy the person behind the brand. So I want you to really think about your role and what's so important for you, for how you show up in your business, and check in to see if you're actually using that as part of your communication and your copy. So as far as philosophy, I guess your philosophy or your mission, I guess your philosophy of how you like to do things. So Katie, if your business is all about making it fun and easy, like, have you infused that into your copy? Carrie, you typically go for bright and funny, but you notice that you're trying too hard to make people like me instead of building authority. Okay, so interesting. So again, how can you build, like, okay, first question is, what is your, how do you want to be perceived, right? Like, so if you want to be an authority, but you can also be bright and funny at the same time. So it's having to think about, how do you blend in that bright and funny with your authority? And I mean, like, hint, you're already an authority, right? So if you can just be like, I am an authority in my industry, and we can talk about like the types of content, pillar posts and things that you actually create and write to go out into the world. But if you can just say, right here, right now, I am an authority, and forget about like what you have to produce for that, own that you're an authority, and then go, okay, like, what's my philosophy for what I'm doing? And let that kind of come out of it. Tricia is with love, knowledge, and care. Amazing. So guys, I want you to take a look over okay, so Harry says, I tend to forget to establish that in my sales calls and interactions. Okay, so we can definitely talk about that at the end. I'll show you how you and I can work on that if that's something that you want to work on together. It sounds like it's just a massaging, balancing, blending, which is fun. But you guys, thank you so much for sharing your philosophy, your way of doing business. I want you to make a note to check in. Is that really coming through in your copy? Okay, we're playing our first game, and I'm going to get you to answer in the chat. Kiss, marry, kill. Would you rather kiss, marry, kill Harry Potter, Harry Styles, not a prince anymore, Harry? I know what I would do. I want you to just write the name Harry Potter, and then either write kiss, marry, kill next to him, Harry Styles, kiss, marry, kill next to him, and then Prince Harry, kiss, marry, kill next to him. Okay, answer the quiz, the pop quiz, right now. And I will tell you in 10 seconds what mine is. And it's hard, right? Dude, I love Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter. I love Harry Styles. Rochelle, I need you to tell me, who would you rather kiss, marry, and kill? Harry Potter, Harry Styles, not a Prince Harry. Okay, Vicky would kiss Potter. All right, what else? Okay, Carrie's kiss Harry Styles, marry Prince Harry, kill Harry Potter. Okay, I love that. Oh my God. Vicky, I need you to hear what else you've got. Okay, so Katie's kissing, not a prince, marrying Harry Potter and killing Harry Styles. Are you kidding me? Is this for real? Okay, Trisha's kiss Harry Styles, kill Harry Styles. Oh my God, you guys are so vicious. Oh my God. Okay, this is insane. Okay, Tricia, and I really hope I'm saying your name right, is killing Harry Styles, kissing Harry, and marrying Harry Potter. Oh my God. Trisha. Okay, awesome. Thank you. Okay, I think this is what I would do. I would kill Harry Potter. I would marry Harry Styles, and I would have a smooch session with the prince. I had a dream the other day that Harry Styles was in love with me, and I'd already had a baby, like a little really newborn, and he was like gutted, and he was like, I need to have your babies. Like he was like, we need to have a baby, and he was obsessed with me. And like I was obviously with Eddie in my dream, and he's like, get rid of this guy. And I was like, oh my God, I love you, Harry Styles, but I'm like married to Eddie. Like it's so dramatic, you guys. Okay, moving on. That was fun. Let's do this. About page makeover time. You can't decide the kind of kiss in the, Rochelle, in the original game. It is fuck, marry, kill. So it's not like, oh, sweet forehead kiss, marry, kill. You can't. I'm sorry. Okay, we are moving on to the about page makeover, guys. We have 2 more of those kiss, marry, kills to play throughout. These are fun. I haven't actually thought about the next one, so I'm going to do it with you. Okay, so welcome to Kayla Gray, LLC. She is a interior designer, and this is her about page. So I know it's kind of really hard to read. The resolution is really low. So she's got her headline, which I'm pretty sure you guys are going to know that I'm going to say, look, we need to change this. Like, you can read it. Yay. Okay. So it's welcome to design your dream. And then it's like, Kayla is the interior designer helping you homeowner, blah, 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 seeing all the stress anyone setting up a home business was going through really irked Kayla. To her, setting up a home business should be creating a place where you're going to create your best memories. Kayla this, Kayla that, Kayla la la la. Okay. So you kind of get the drift of what it is. And nothing wrong, completely really wrong with this. She's talking about her passion and her why. And, there is elements of being able to like include the audience into this, things like the stress of renovating a home, all that kind of stuff. But you guys, I'm going to tell you the problems. Firstly, the headline just isn't attention grabbing or relatable. And as you know, your headline is precious real estate. So reading that kind of like switches your brain on autopilot. We kind of know where we are because we landed on the website. Let's use this precious real estate to build a connection. She's also gone into a telling mode, kind of almost like a lecturing mode. Kayla like this and Kayla like that. And it's because of telling, instead of actually showing them. So one of the biggest one of the biggest copywriting tips that I can give you is to show people instead of tell them. Telling is like talking at people, and we kind of tune out. I mean, when you're telling someone, you're not really building a story. There's no emotional response. There's no nothing in it for me. So you really want to try to move into showing and not telling. And it's a little stuffy and formal in the sense of using Kayla this, Kayla that. Like, she is the brand. It's Design Your Dream by Kayla. So for her referring to herself constantly in the third person just builds that gap. It actually makes us not connect with her. We're just being pushed a little further out from being a team with her. So taking all of these kind of problems into account, I had a little bit of a fun, try be fun, and I reveal to you Kayla's new homepage. So pretty much the headline, it has changed to really kind of hone in on the ideal client. did your forever home come with 50 shades of beige? So when I spoke to Kayla, the biggest issue that her clients were facing is they've bought their forever home. They've bought their home, but it's ugly. Like, it came with ugly paneling and beige everything. And so even though they've found their amazing dream home and they've moved in and they love it, they actually freaking hate it. So we want to immediately show the reader, we get it. We freaking get it. So that's what that kind of question does, is really hook them in to be like, I totally get you. And then what we've done is I've started using I'll never understand why the 80s thought that was a design statement gross. So making this really fun and bringing Kayla's personality. And if you ever see her on Instagram, she is so friendly in that sense and really speaks her mind, really open-minded, really speaks her mind. So I really wanted to bring that out as well. And then we kind of, this next line, as an interior designer, I create beauty, you create beauty too, you're only human with visual beings. So that was me bridging the gap between, I'm the expert, so I'm the authority, but also you are also in on this with me, like, come with me, let's be a team, because you also crave the same things that I do. So really bridging the gap. And what else? So just kind of gone on to really paint the visual imagery of what their house is like and, why they would need an interior designer. I won't read it all out. Amazing. Thank you, Katie. I really love this one too. So I'm going to move over to the slides to talk about how we fixed it. I know I kind of just touched on it, but to be like, look at the slides. Let's be serious about it for a second. The headline is fun and relatable. So as I said, this is an about page. We don't necessarily need to sell anything really on the about page, but I mean, it is still the second most viewed page on the website, and we will still be selling in that sense. But what we're doing is we're selling people on why Kayla is the worthy choice. So we've replaced a welcome to design your dream with a headline that's fun and relatable. Now, we also started using the word you and we, which is, as I said, bridging that gap between Kayla and the audience and turning them into a team. When you can build this visual of your client seeing you and them working together, like you're on the same team, then the sales become so easy. So we really need to get people to see you and your ideal client as a team working together. We're dropping truth bombs and makes our client go, oh my God, that's so me. So 50 Shades of Beige. What else do we have? We have 50 Shades of Beige. You crave beauty, ugly paneling. Or they're also down at the bottom, it's like your mood board and your current living room just isn't making sense. All the things that they've done. So we're really dropping these real specific nuggets and truth bombs to really help them see themselves in this about page. And, I truly firmly believe your about page is not just about you, but about your dream client. And again, it all comes down to bridging the gap. And we've also removed the Kayla and third person reference with the aisle and made it more conversational, which does build on that know, like, and trust factor. So you guys, it is your turn. I want you to take a look at your about page. How can you change your opening to be fun and relatable and not a boring welcome? And maybe you just need to ponder it. Maybe, maybe it's a bit hard to do right now. Maybe, maybe you do need to kind of ponder. And that's okay. But it's all about bridging the gap between your ideal client and you, bringing you guys onto the same team so they can start to, well, firstly, obviously it builds this know, like, and trust, but they start to see you as someone on their team. Then also your selling becomes really beautiful because you are on their team and you are like their advisor. You're not like someone who's just trying to make a sale. You're like, I got you. We're on the same team here. Let me help you. Okay, Kathy says, mine doesn't have a bio. Do I need to have one? What do you mean What do you mean by bio? Do you mean like what? You mean you don't have an about page, or you have an about page, but it doesn't talk about you? I'm a little confused. I would love a little clarification on that question, please. Guys, can you drop in a comment in the chat to let me know if you just yes or no, do you need to rewrite your headline on your about page? Claire's here. Hi, Claire. Oh my God. I love you. I love my peeps so hard, you guys. Okay. Trisha is awesome. She doesn't have to rewrite it. Show off. I'm joking. But I mean, awesome. Okay, cool. So, and Vicky, maybe all you need to do is rewrite your headline, and as you said, the blog's okay, and that's totally fine. You just use my PDF to create the about page. Well, Trisha, you are one smart cookie. Oh, and I was going back up to Kathy. Kathy said, okay, wait, where did you go? You said, oh, you don't have an about page. It's been the hardest thing for you to write. I have an about page template. Have you got it? I will share it with you, and you can become like Trisha. Or stay to the end, and I'll tell you about how we can work together so I can help you do it. All right, guys, are you ready for our next game of Kiss, Marry, Kill? I haven't thought about this one. I mean, I've only obviously thought about Harry Styles because I'm obsessed with him and I always think about it, but I have not thought about who I'm going to kiss, marry, kill with Ross, Chandler, or Joey from Friends. So you guys, give me your answers. I think I have to marry Ross because he is just like the most hilarious guy in the world. I think I do love Chandler though too. I think I might kiss Chandler and kill Joey, actually. Wow. I am, it is such a hard one, isn't it, Gabby? I'm so glad that Rochelle is marrying Ross as well. Like, he's so underestimated as a character. Like, he is the funniest. And I think that I would have like a happy marriage with Ross because he's just so hilarious, right? Like, but also Carrie is like, I think you would have the most hilarious, an amazing relationship with Chandler too. At least you would have been married to him for long. Exactly. So Claire puts up an amazing point. If I am marrying Ross, then we get divorced and then I'm open up to Harry Styles again. So this actually is the best. Okay, so yeah, I'm marrying Ross. I'm going to make out with Chandler and I'm going to kill Joey. Oh, Trisha's marrying Joey. Is that a first? We all want to either make out or kill Joey. Ross is too high maintenance. Pivot. He knows how to get a freaking couch up a flight of stairs. And he knows how to make fajitas. Come on. Yes, this is true, Trisha. This is true. Joey. I mean, like you would never fight with Joey. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for playing. We have one more game to play after, but let's move on to the sales page makeover time. All right. So I'm going to introduce you to Kathy of Kathy Low Nose. Kathy is my amazing best friend, business bestie, brainstorm partner, marketing guru, just all around like, oh my God, freak out, speak to Kathy kind of gal. And Kathy's amazing. She literally is like, do I need this website? Like, yeah, okay, I guess I need it. Like, anyway. So, looking at her work, this is her original work with me page before I rewrote it. So at the moment we have, we've got the opener of feeling stuck in your business, hit a plateau, can't figure out how to get to grow. And then she's got like a kind of, so she's asking questions, kind of, right? Like feels like, okay, she's doing the kind of right things. Then she's also got, you've listened to, so she's kind of gone into telling a bit of a story about what you've been doing, and then kind of positioned like, if only there's a way. So to the untrained eye, kind of looks not too bad, right? Like she's positioning problems, she's painting a mini picture, she's like presenting a solution. But you know me, I am here to make it 10 times better. So let's talk about the problems that I found with this sales page and what I did about it. So even though she went ahead and used, are you feeling stuck? Don't know how to grow your business? To me, that opening line leaves me scratching my head and thinking, like, where am I stuck exactly? Like, there's nothing grounding it. And so this word is supposed to be generalized and high-level concept descriptions. And that kind of like bleeds into the next paragraph here, this middle bit. You've listened to a boatload of podcasts, watched oodles of webinars, and plucked down gobs of money on courses. So it's all very high-level concept stuff, and very generalized stuff that people have done. So it's really hard for us to visualize that she's talking to me. Like when I'm trying to work out like Facebook ads, it's not very specific to what she's trying to sell and what issues she's trying to solve. So the problem here is the generalized presentation of the story, the generalization and the high level concept, instead of it really being grounded in specifics. Also, the section, she doesn't build her credibility as well as she can. So, she has, I can change that. I built my jewelry business, being an early advertiser. I'm a ravenous learner. All these things, I know how qualified and credible Kathy is. And I don't believe she's doing herself justice in terms of really building her credibility. So without further ado, take a look at the rewrite. What the Facebook? Okay. So I've kept, the question format, but I really wanted to make it so insanely obvious that we understand where this like confusion, stuck, and like pulling the hair out thing is, right? So then we've kind of gone into every time you attempt an ad, nothing happens. So straight away I'm still telling that story, which is like the same idea that Kathy had of like you're doing podcasts and taking courses, but I'm making it really, really, really specific to Facebook's ads, which is what she's selling. So nothing happens with the ads, clients don't book, products don't get sold, people don't even want to join your list, and it's free. So we're being really specific in what is happening in their world in relation to Facebook ads. So then, go on to kind of talk about why this is crazy. And then we kind of like drop into a bit of objection handling. After speaking to Kathy and after obviously speaking to so many of my own clients about Facebook ads, people are so emotional about Facebook ads. They either love them because they work, or they hate them because they've tried everything and nothing works, and they feel like they're so freaking unique that their business is broken because Facebook ads don't work for them, and yet they're spinning their heels, and because they know that Facebook ads should work, but they're not working for them. So there's this like a lot of internal dialogue around Facebook ads, and very emotional. So I really wanted to like handle that emotional dialogue of, before you start to think you're so special and unique that Facebook ads just won't work for you, stop. A lot of people try to do Facebook ads on their own, and that's the reason why they end up throwing money down the drain, because Facebook ads are like a university degree of knowledge. And this is what picture we're trying to paint here, which really then lends and leads into our credibility. So what we've done instead, what the fixes we did on Kathy's page was captivating headline that makes us know exactly why we're here. So with the what the Facebook, there is no doubt, and there's not a shadow of a doubt in our mind that we are on the same page as Kathy when she starts talking about you've tried everything. So, I mean, I could argue if we wanted to do like a beginner page that needs a lot of work, the intermediate and then the advanced, I would say in the intermediate, you could pretty much add in what the Facebook as your headline and then keep the rest of Kathy's copy, and it would still change immensely how the reader receives it and the sales behind it. But I went, to the expert level, to the extreme. And what I also did was build in a specific story. So that's where I started talking about clients don't book, people don't get, products don't get sold, really wanting to be specific about what they are experiencing. We know because we are experts. There's also some handling of objections, which is the I'm so special, I'm so unique, Facebook ads don't work for me. And it's kind of like bullshit, guys. I'm going to lay this to rest right now. So we also kind of added in a bit of an objection handling to kind of break down that barrier to the client being open to receiving the message and also wanting to sign up. And I also then took her spiel about herself to be more specific in building a credibility around being a Facebook ad specialist. So, I really wanted to highlight that she had, yes, she already highlighted she had online jewelry, but I wanted to highlight she grew it to $1 million with no networks, no connections, and no guest posts, only Facebook ads. So that is credibility in and of itself. That stands more higher than being a ravenous learner and being an early adopter, like her results. And actually the rest of the sales page that we wrote goes on to talk about her other client result as well, to really just build on the fact that, and this is one of my favorite things about ads, is Facebook ads, is that you don't need to be connecting and networking and guest posting and on podcasts. You can literally just get straight, bypass all of that and go straight to your audience. So those were the fixes that we did for Kathy's sales page, and transformed it into, something that really captivates people. They know exactly why they're here. We've handled their objections that they have around Facebook ads and really showed them why Kathy is the number one. So you guys, your turn. What vague problem or vague solution are you providing, and how can you make it specific? So for example, we were talking about you're doing podcasts, you're listening to podcasts and getting free gifts. That wasn't really like aligned to the story of like you use Facebook ads and they don't freaking work. So tell me about your business now. What vague problems is it? Have you been trying to sell a vague problem or a vague solution, like a generalized high level concept, like, oh, get out of stuckness? It's very general, very vague. Have you been trying to sell make more money? It's pretty vague. Have you been trying to sell like get to the next level? It's also very vague. Have you been trying to sell you do it all as a problem and nothing happens? You know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to get you to kind of think about how have you been positioning what your person is experiencing and what you're selling. And if they are vague, high level concepts, they won't sell. Human beings, we need specific, concrete examples. And I can get in, Claire, I worked with Liz closely 2 years ago and still use some of her hilarious and straight up specific one-liners in every conversation about my business. Oh, Claire, I love you. Software architect, web app development, husband's business writing for clients are high tech. Okay, so yeah, take those high tech problems and really think about, right, they're still humans. Yeah, they're software architects, web app development, like they're still solving problems that are these high level techie things, but it's still a human who's going to buy it, who's at the desk stressing the frick out about something not working or being called in on the weekends to do like a reboot because like something crashed. Really find that specific moment that they need you. And, you know, I'm just thinking about web tech people kind of treated like machines because they run the machines, but they're still humans underneath. Vicky is trying to sell having clean airplanes, but focused more on cars at the moment. Cool. That is such a cool thing to sell, cleaning for airplanes. Amazing. For cars. So have a think about the human who has to like clean the car, how they feel, and what their life looks like. A day in the life of this person cleaning the car. If you can kind of paint out their day in the life, you can find these really specific problems that they experience and really specific solutions that you can offer. Carrie is, I'm a former software developer myself. Huge opportunity to connect with storytelling. Everything is so bad. Oh my God. I mean, I would love to like sink my teeth into like something like that, because you're so right. There's such a huge opportunity to connect to the freaking human behind all that software stuff that most people just treat like a robot. So you guys, our final kiss, marry, kill. Are you ready? Would you rather kiss, marry, kill a website that consistently sells while you sleep, 1 million new followers that don't buy, or speaking gigs around the world, but they only pay you in exposure and not actually cash? What are you gonna kiss, marry, kill? Kill the followers. I might be a bit vain. I might kiss the followers. I'm gonna marry the freaking website, because you know what? Never having to sell and having a website be my full-time sales staff is like, oh my God, I will be in partnership with you forever. I reckon I would kiss the 1 million followers, because maybe I'm a little bit vain, and maybe it would help a little bit. Well, I don't know, for my screenwriting career, maybe. And I would kill the speaking gigs around the world, because I'm a writer. So I guess I don't really like give a shit that much about speaking on stage. Okay, Vicky is kill everything except the website. I do think, like, just imagine I got 1 million new followers like overnight. I think I would be so, I'm not ready for it. I would be so stressed out about like how people are talking about me behind my back and like blah, 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 blah. Oh my God, my Codral Cold tablet is wearing off. Luckily we're near the end. I'm sorry if I'm sniffing in your ear. So Rochelle is marry the website, kiss the gigs, and kill the followers. Trisha is marry the website, kill the followers, kiss the exposure. Everyone is marrying the website. You guys are my people. Okay. And a lot of you guys want speaking gigs. Should we talk about how to get speaking gigs that actually get you paid? Not here, not now, but is this something that you guys need help in reaching out to people and pitching yourself and getting paid speaking gigs? Is this something you need support with? Interesting. I'm gonna like put that in the back of my head. Guys, I know we went through a lot, right? I know we went through so much. I talked through so many fixes and problems, but I kind of wanted to distill this into like, if you were to only do 3 takeaways from this that would transform your website, here are the 3 nips and tucks that I want you to take home. A well-written headline keeps people on your website reading all the way to the buy now button. So make it fun and make it memorable. My philosophy truly is entertain people and you'll sell them. And you'll sell to them. And I mean, probably obviously lies in my tie-in with Hollywood and my screenwriting. Entertain people, they will love you and they will buy from you. So no matter what business and industry you're in, you can always rewrite a headline that makes it enjoyable for someone to read. Okay, no one wants to feel like reading your website is a chore, right? Make it enjoyable, make it like entertainment. Be painfully specific. So every time you go vague, people tune out. Every time you go vague, people will reminisce about the dream that they had where Harry Styles fell in love with them. They do. So the more, like, be specific to the point where it is painfully specific for you, that you're like, oh my God, this is so specific, no one is going to buy it. That's when you know you've been specific enough. And the third one is to always include the reader in your writing. I really want you guys to think about how many times are you using the word I, and how can you replace that with we or you, right? Because the moment you start using I is the moment you've shone the light on yourself. But what I really want you to do is take that light and shine it on your people. Okay, team, do you want to transform your own website with me? Yeah, you do. Get it written by the expert, aka me. I just said the expert. Isn't that hilarious? So you guys, as you know, I write copy, I do websites, I do emails, I do Facebook ads, I do it all. If you would like to hand over your website or your emails or any piece of copy that you need written, so you can kick back, drink wine, watch Netflix, just email me on this link and we can organize a call where I'll be able to knock up a custom proposal for you. But that's not what we're here today for. I have a brand new package. It is called Copywriter On Demand, aka Elizabeth On Demand, aka Words On Demand, aka Marketing Strategy On Demand, aka Never Ever Stress About What to Write Again On Demand. And I'm just gonna add this in here, aka How to Pitch writing gigs, speaking gigs, any type of gigs you want on demand. So essentially it's like having a writer and marketing strategist in your back pocket on demand to help you across every area of your business. So you guys, what do you get? You get 4 60-minute sessions with me per month. That is 4 opportunities for us to review, edit, tweak, rewrite your copy, just like what I did. Sneaky nose situation. There's also an opportunity for us to brainstorm, develop, and outline your message for your emails, your social media, because obviously we have to always be consistently producing content. And it's also an opportunity for you to strategize your marketing or your business with me as well. And we do this together, just as I've been doing this with you in this makeover masterclass. We would get on a Zoom call, you bring what we need to work on, and we work on it one-on-one. I am like a freaking ninja when it comes to messaging and knowing exactly what to say. So if you work with me, we get on a call and you're like, Liz, what do I write this week? And be like, whoop, that's what you need to write this week. Let's write the outline, bada bing, bada boom. So you have this like direct line to always knowing exactly what to say at any one time to send to your audience. And I mean, sweet bonuses. And we get to hang out once a week for an hour. I mean, come on. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for joining me. And again, any questions that you have, email me, elizabeth@thecopyword.com. We'll be in touch. I'll see you in the emails as per usual. Bye.